if he actually needs this. You said goal-orientated. He has, what a loadout. He has materials.
Yeah.
I'm curious if this is just a positional fight. Is this something that he just realizes, I've made the read? Oh, so close on the Berlusconi. That was dangerous. And he actually is going to pay for that because right after, it's Kira.
Onto the high ground to get a new angle. The problem is when you do this in such a packed POI, you're going to take some collateral tags, as you see there. Loses some shield and now engaged in a box fight.
It's going to be one of these jockeying for position, looking for piece control. Both of them are using some nice defensive plays, preventing anyone putting any kind of ramp or cone in their box. But at that little moment of breath was all 10 tick is very, very dangerous. Of course, it's almost max damage, and Milan does max damage.
Experience compared to anyone else, multi-region wise at least, playing in NA East, the Brazil region, and now finally residing in Europe. Just has had a fun life of moving time and time again, but always playing Fortnite no matter what. In the same box though, he's going to be moving straight out of Victed and out of the first game of the competition.
Getting crouched on or getting L dance, I'm not sure, man. Both are triggering.
I mean, only in NA East you see the taunting like this, though. I don't think we've seen one L dance come out of the EU region, so just shows that the NA East boys are they're kind of aggressive with it. They like to tilt players as part of the strategy, have some fun. Regardless of what, though, we're hopping over to the islands here. We're just outside of the Misty area now. We have Hydraxtix here. Want to see what he can find. He has control of this kind of POI. This is a very strong point of interest. Notice he's got two heavy snipers. He's basically gating players from picking up heavy snipers right now by holding on to both of them. And there is a player underneath him. It's Void, who's on defense here, sitting in the box.
Hydraxis using the double. Ooh, he just gets the one with the wall, switches right over, and bang, ends that.
Towards the end game. Not even before top 10, though. Sway doubles back into the zone to go for two. He catches the special right there. And those guys get taken out. Can he get another? This is 8 eliminations already. And he finds another one. That's going to be his 9th now. And he is racking up the points here.
It is ringing up really high, and he has the grappler. It is Sway's world right now, and he's going to go into what he does best, and that's rebuild his way to height in Monster. He has the opportunity to get a Royale. 102, has to be careful right here. Picks up the siphon on the backside of the storm line. Sway, grappler in hand. Someone tries to get away with the short pad and goes all the way, but Sway with the grappler, with the play. Can he finish his 66 points? Monster, it is a top 3 situation.
And this is right where he likes to be, somewhere near that high ground. As you know, he is a creative warrior with the grapplers. He decides to go back down because he can just go right back up, and he forces them into the zone with a phenomenal...
To find loot. We saw him have a lot of materials, but obviously can't go back to the same way it was claimed right now. Brings up that heavy sniper and a 90-degree vertical quick scope on to Lakura up top. That was just...
At 130, so knowing that this is his last game, needs to get elims. 1, 2, 3 will be enough. Will the iOS player be able to push himself into the top 100? He's doing incredibly well. Can Innocence close out the day? 6 elims with the Victory Royale would be a monstrous game to close out with. 63 points to come through, but Darbsy wants none of it. Using the harpoon gun and desperately trying to pressure Innocence out. Innocence wants to get that mini off and wants to try and create space, knowing he has the floppers. He has to bet on the fact that he has more, but Darbsy has the zone control, so he could just start playing the timer. That's one flopper down. You can see it right there in the corner, Bala.
Yeah, I'm wondering, though, Darbsy just used all of his materials to kind of wait this out, and only one flopper. He's going to go for it because he made that base and kind of made the gamble against Innocence, but he makes it work. The pressure is too much for Innocence as he cannot chomp down on that final bit of sushi, and he's going to end with only 5 eliminations in the second place, but Darbsy pushed his way up to 4 and the Victory Royale.
Man, there you go. You guys just sitting here talking about sushi chefs. I'm just like...
I'm saying, nope, I don't have the positional advantage here. Has plenty of floppers, will knock the player down. No fall damage coming through as he continues to work around. You can see his crosshair placement, just trying to line up where that player wants to peek out every single time. Good edits, falling down with attack. This player sticking to the SMG, and just brilliantly played from Aragonis.
And that was onto Maggle, who has been on the rise in terms of performances throughout all the FNCSs. Started off in squad.
Let the dust settle here. Stakes are kind of ever so high right now.
And Stompy actually
007.
going down.
Let's see here. He's just kind of sneaking up here. This is the
Lost
tension right
place.
now. He's getting closer and closer to this player here. He doesn't get the sound cue, and oh my gosh.
Ding ding!
60.
Much out of Booga and Clicks and Mage and Castery doing yesterday as well. Holding forward as much as he can. Gets the Kuna edit, flips it backwards, but Lofito says, hit your shots, kid. Good job there, closing it out. 46 HP plus the Siphon and the
thing to overcome, so that will go to a bit of a pause. Don't be confused. It might say Shadow Henchman, but this is definitely a player right now, as he's trying to build away from Yahtzee, who's just getting so aggressive on top of him outside of Pleasant Park. And they do have the materials to make this fight last. He's going to try to pressure into the box, but it doesn't look like either of them are going to take any opportunities given. Yahtzee trying to find that, and he does! And finishes off in great fashion. Of just one clean pump shot will make it work. And he gets the loot from what appears to be the Shadow Henchman, but is the player who I think must have made it either out of the Shark with some loot or out of Pleasant